when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start. Ball first. When the Spartans and Wolverines tangled last year, Michigan came out on top by a touchdown, 24-17. Neither team really had vintage seasons, but for the Wolverines, beating both of their rivals had to alleviate some of the disappointment.
It certainly did. I think anytime they're playing a rivalry game, it really comes down to the mistakes and not turning the football over. That was the difference in the game last year. Sparty turned it over once. Michigan did not. Colson Loveland had a big game at tight end for the Wolverines. I think in this game, David, who takes care of the football the best? I think that determines who wins.
Yeah, and Michigan State had...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
With the catch, it's Boyd. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. To the air, it's Childs. Wide open downfield. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
This crowd brings... Energy and noise early. Wants to throw on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by... He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking for room, it's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone?
And they will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophies.
Kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Already a solid start to this one. Turning it on! Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. He can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Spins away from one. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires to the tight end. Can't White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
The the best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 4 over UCLA. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Child. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here come those maize and blue. Helmets on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
That's caught. It's McCulley. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Rides the back and leaves it. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be... a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Haynes. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Child. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here comes the Michigan offense. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. They'll go to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to throw, it's Child. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys in the back end to just step up in that situation. If they throw the football, someone's got to make a play. You couldn't get it done, and now you've got 1st and goal in your own end.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to surge it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Surging forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Are forced to settle for the field goal.
And This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This freshman behind center has certainly lived up to billing so far. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Simpson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's McCulley. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big... And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty!
Quarterback's abilities to anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And when the man behind center has it going the way he has so far, you are feeling good about reaching into the playbook. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's got reading coverages and finding his open guy.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Steps away. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. Ripping through the defense. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to... And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point is good. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A run for the quarterback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Finds his big tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Haynes. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback adapting. Unleashes one. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw... To the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Blasted as he lets it go. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. Makes one man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Got a man, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Frazier. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Childs. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Belling. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's McCray. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Got it in the middle, it's McCray. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Spartans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal coming up. It's complete to the left. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running into the open space. There he goes. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Got it set up on the outside. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
He'll pull it on the read. Find some fresh air. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Finds a tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going to throw deep right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Simpson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing the football.
And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Wants to throw. It's Child. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bullard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long first down marker just short of the goal line. The screen, he can go. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So at this point, I expected them to go for it here. Instead, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. we check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. Runs through the tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's got 98 yards on the ground and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. That penalty is going to be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I mean, he is going to get an earful from the coaches on the sidelines. Big fella moving. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wants to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on second down. The throw. Got a man. It's McCray. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more...
Lofts one high and deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. A most impressive outing. It's as if he's seeing things before they happen, and he has the numbers and the scores to prove it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense...
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, then.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, show them what's inside your chest.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Childs. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Kelly. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Belling. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Get it out to the supersonic guy.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Childs. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.